am not going to stop this vlog until I read a 5-star book. Welcome back to my channel. Hello everyone, how are we? I am doing a very fun video today, and that is going to be a reading vlog, but I am not going to stop this vlog until I read a 5-star book. So this vlog could go on for a day, could go on for a week, could go on for a month, could go on for a year. Who knows? I am so excited, guys, because I haven't read a 5-star book in a while. I usually give 5 stars out really easily, but I'm trying to be a lot more selective with what my 5-star reads are. So I thought, let's do it together. Let's find my next 5-star read together. Now, I could do it 2 ways. I could pick a book that I know is going to be a 5-star or that I really predict is going to be a 5-star, or I could pick some books that have been on my TBR for a really long time that I want to read, and then if they happen to be a 5-star book, great, excellent. Perfect. So I think I'm going to do it that way. I think we're going to get through my TBR. We're going to read some of the books that are on my July TBR, and then we can go from there. So today I'm starting this, and it is the 6th of July. It is a Saturday and it is the 6th of July, and I'm currently reading Funny Story by Emily Henry. I am more than halfway through this now, and I'm liking it. I'm not loving it. It's cute. It's fluffy. It's a romance. I don't think it's going to be a 5-star, but I'm going to finish it. I'm not going to stop halfway through just because it's not going to be a 5-star. I'm also reading A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas, which is the 3rd ACOTAR book. I am reading the ACOTAR series. You guys know that. I've talked to you guys about it. This is the 3rd book. I am halfway through. I'm enjoying it. I am taking a bit of a break from it though. That's why I started Funny Story, because I feel like it's very fantasy heavy, and I really have to be concentrating on it to enjoy it. So I've put it down for a little bit because it has taken me about 4 days to read 50%. And I know that it's big, but I'm just not finding myself like wanting to reach to pick it up. So that is this one at the moment. This is definitely not going to be a 5-star read for me, I don't think, unless the last 50% really just like makes it a 5-star. So those are the 2 books that I am reading at the moment. I'm going to keep going with Funny Story and see where we go. I'm really excited to do this with you guys because I love these videos and I love listening and hearing about all different kinds of books and what people are reading. So let's do this together. Okay, so I'm finally sitting down to continue reading Funny Story by Emily Henry. This is a cute, fluffy romance. I'm at page 187 with this one. I'll explain it a little bit more in depth to you guys so that you can understand like what the book is about. So essentially we have Daphne and Miles. So Daphne is engaged to Peter. She's been engaged and with Peter for a very long time. She moved to his hometown, is friends with his friends, pretty much just left her whole family, her job behind, left her friends behind, and decided to pretty much start a life with this man who she loves, and she just finds herself like fitting into his life. And then you sort of meet his best friend, who is Petra. She is dating Miles, right? So after Peter's bachelor party, he comes home to Daphne and pretty much just says, look, I cheated on you with my best friend. I have been in love with her since before I can remember. We've been best friends for ages, and then we're in love and we've confessed our love to for each other. And she sort of goes through this whole thing where she has nowhere to live now. She has no friends, no family, no one to support her, no one to really help her through this tough time. And then she comes up with the idea of pretty much moving in with Miles, because Petra is moved out and moved in with Peter, and Miles is by himself in a 2-bedroom apartment. So we end up having Daphne and Miles living together in this like forced proximity roommate situation, and they get closer, and Miles pretty much tasks himself with trying to get Daphne to fall in love with this place, because she is considering moving, leaving this place, this town or wherever they are, because there's nothing for her here. There's nothing for her in this place. And Miles doesn't want her to leave because she feels like she has to because of Peter. Miles is a very like brooding, mysterious man, and Daphne sort of uncovers all of these secrets that Miles has in his past. and we get to know the characters a whole lot better. And I think that this is a great romance for like finding love after your heart's been broken and like rebuilding yourself and really like finding where you fit in the world compared to like where you thought you fit in this relationship. So I am really enjoying it for that aspect. I am going to keep going. I'm going to keep reading it. It's cute. It's fluffy. If you're in the mood for like a cute fluffy romance, then this is for you. As are all Emily Henry's books. They're all very cute fluffy romances, but I'll keep you guys updated, and I'm going to do a little bit more reading and then I'll let you guys know what I think. Alrighty, so I just finished Funny Story by Emily Henry, and this is a 3-star read for me. I did not love this book. I didn't feel connected to the characters, and I feel like the ending really just like peeved me a little bit. Like it really peeved me, and I feel like this could have ended in such a different way and it could have been so much better. I also feel like we didn't get our first full spy scene till about like 80-85%, which I didn't like. I feel like it was a real slow burn, and I really didn't feel like the character development was done very well. I feel like it could have been a bit better, and I feel like we didn't really get a lot of resolution within some of the past trauma and everything for these two characters. So this was a 3-star for me, which is really disappointing because I really thought that this was going to be a 5-star. So many people love this, and so many people say that it's Emily Henry's best book, and it wasn't it for me. So I'm gonna keep trying her books. I don't think this one was my cup of tea. The next one that I am picking up though is Rootbound by Tara Jewett. This is a small little, it looks like a palette cleanser. It looks like a small town romance. I don't really know anything about it, but I'm really, really excited. So I'm gonna start this one. I have my cute little cowboy boot bookmark and I can't wait to get into it. So let's read and I'll tell you a little bit more about it when I know a little bit more. Alrighty guys, I am in bed now. I am at 14% in Rootbound by Tara Jewett. I'm enjoying it. It's a small town cowboy romance. Like, what is there not to enjoy? I'm going to sit in bed for a little bit and I'm going to read a little bit more, and then I will let you guys know what I think of it tomorrow and a little bit more details and all of that. But good night for now. Bye. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Sunday. It is 9:40 in the morning and I have gotten up. I have had my coffee and I've done some more reading. So I ended up getting this far in. On my Kindle it says I'm 36% in and 106 pages. I am actually loving this book. It is so cute. I forgot how much I love my small town romances, and it's really cute. Like, I am enjoying it. I did find that I was reading it quicker on my Kindle, but I think that that's just me. I always read quicker on my Kindle compared to paperback. But I am really enjoying it. I read a little bit last night and I read a little bit this morning, and I'm sort of getting the idea of it. So we have Tate. Tate is going through a very recent divorce. Her husband ended up falling in love with her best friend. And what happens is she's a photographer. She's a new photographer. She's gotten noticed a few times and is sort of finding her way through the photography world and gets this opportunity to go and take photos on this ranch, right? And it turns out that the ranch that they are sending her on this assignment for is her estranged father's ranch. So her father pretty much left her sister and her mum and her when they were really young and really never looked back, got remarried, and she pretty much despises him. Like, he left her when she was a child. So it's kind of very interesting, and she's arrived at this ranch And obviously there's this broody cowboy who just pretty much looks at her as like a city girl. Like, you know, that classic like city girl coming to a ranch and everyone pretty much looks at her like, you know, you're just a city girl, there's nothing much to you. And now their relationship is sort of starting to evolve and they're becoming friends after all of the banter that you see in the start. And I am really enjoying this. I was a bit nervous about this book because I read Funny Feelings by Tara Jewett, and I know that it's a really, really popular book talk book, but I just did not like it. It wasn't for me, and I didn't know if it was her writing or if it was the story. But I am actually really enjoying this. I'm enjoying the writing, so I'm really excited to continue on with this one. I'm kind of hoping that I can finish it today. Kind of hoping. I have a few like little errands and, you know, like classic Sunday things, grocery shopping, all of that sort of stuff that I need to do today. But this book is so small and it's actually really easy to like chew through. Like, I'm already 36% in and I started it last night. So, and I haven't really read that much. Like this morning I didn't read much and I got through 10% really super quickly. The chapters are short. I like the writing. I like the characters, and I'm kind of feeling like giddy about them. So this might be a 5-star book. It might be. I mean, this will be a really short video if this is a 5-star book. I, at the moment, am sitting on a solid 4 stars, but I'm only 36% through. Like, I've still got a big chunk of the book to go. So we'll see how we go. That is my current update. I'm going to get ready for the day. I'm going to look and see if it is on Audible or if I can get the audiobook of this on Spotify. And if I can, then I'll be really, really happy. And then I can listen to it while I'm sort of cleaning the house and doing some chores. But I'll let you guys know how I go, and I'll update you. Alrighty, bye. Alrighty, update time. I ended up listening to a fair bit on audio and I cleaned my entire house. So I'm really happy with that. I found it on Spotify audiobooks and I love Spotify audiobooks. You guys know that. I love it. It's just another way I can listen to some books. So I ended up getting to chapter 19. So we're about halfway through the book and I'm enjoying it. Like, I got my first little taste of a spy scene, which I really enjoyed, and I'm loving their dynamic and their banter and all of that sort of stuff. So I'm really enjoying it. I'm going to sit down now and try and read a little bit more before I end up going out for groceries and all of that sort of fun stuff. So I'm going to sit down now and give it a little bit more of a read. Alrighty, I just finished Rootbound. I just finished it. I did some chores, went out, got some groceries, and then I came home and I finished it. And I really liked this book. I really, really liked it, but it was only a 4-star read. Only 4 stars. I know you guys are disappointed. Actually, I don't know if you're disappointed or not. I know you guys want me to get a 5-star read, but also, do you want me to keep talking? I don't know. Anyways, so I really enjoyed this, but I do feel like there was so much happening and then there was like a lull in the middle of the book, and then I do feel like the end was just like rushed. Like, there was a lot put into the end and everything just sort of like felt like it was rushed, like it wrapped up really quickly, which I wasn't a fan of, and I think that's what bumped it down a little bit from a 5-star read. I was getting 5-star feels and then I really felt like the end was just not it. So I did enjoy it and I did like the twists and turns that we got at the end. I just wish that it was probably a little bit longer. Like, this book is not long at all and it didn't take me very long to read, but yeah, I just feel like it could have had a little bit more at the end, and that would have been okay because we still have so many pages that you could have added. But you know what? That is okay. I still really, really love this. And this book has seriously redeemed Tara Jewett to me. I know. I was really nervous because I didn't love Funny Feelings, but I really, really liked this one and I'm so happy. I finished it in 24 hours. So that's a really good book. And I do recommend this to my small town girlies. This is Cowboy 2 and I just really fell in love with these characters and the depth of the characters. I do just wish there was a little bit more in that. But anyways, on to my next read. So I sort of decided to go through my TBR and I picked out one of the books that I'm really excited to read, and it is The Wrong Mr. Right by Stephanie Archer. So I read That Kind of Guy, which is the first book in this series. This is the Queen's Cove series, and I gave that one 4 stars, and it was a really solid read. So I'm hoping that maybe, just maybe, this one is going to hit the mark for me. It is small town romance. I don't know anything else about it other than that, but I will let you guys know, obviously, when I continue to read it. I am going to read it paperback and probably on my Kindle as well. So I'll probably do a mixture of both. I'm going to go and make dinner, and then I'm probably going to sit down and read this for a couple hours before bed, and I will update you guys on what I think and sort of like the premise of the book if I sort of know by the end of today. But we've read 2 books so far, and neither of them have been 5-star reads. So let's just keep going. We will find our 5-star read, I promise you guys. Alrighty, bye. Good morning. It is Monday the 8th of July. Monday the 8th of July. And I have to talk to you guys about this goddamn book. Now, I've just woken up, so please don't mind me. I thought we'd have our morning coffee together and we can talk about this book. I stayed up way too late last night reading it. I could not put it down. I was just enthralled. I'm obsessed with these characters. I'm obsessed with this story. So we have Hannah and we have Wyatt. Wyatt is a surfer boy. He is like a womanizer. He only cares about surfing. His goal is to go pro and to get a sponsorship. And Hannah is this bookworm. She owns, well, she's taken over owning her family bookstore because her mum sadly passed away and her dad pretty much just can't run it. He doesn't want to go into the store. It reminds him too much of his wife. So she's running it. And she is this shy, introverted bookworm. We can all relate. She never leaves her bookstore and she's about to turn 30. So she really, really wants to pretty much become a hot girl. Her best friend, well, one of her best friends is a hot girl, and she's like an influencer and she travels the world and falls in love with all these different men, and she wants to find love. She's never been in love. She just, like, she wants that romance that she reads about in the books, okay? And I think I just feel so connected to this character because she's just so realistic. Like, she's such a realistic character, and she doesn't believe in herself. She doesn't think that she's worth much. She just doesn't look at herself in the light that everyone else does. So she's always had a crush on Wyatt for ages and ages and ages, and pretty much enlists his help to become a hot girl. She writes a list of all these things that she wants to do before she turns 30. Those are the things that she really wants to do before she turns 30. And I think at the start of the book, we have about 2 months before she turns 30. Can I speak this morning? Probably not. I need more coffee. I binged this so hard last night. I got to 55%. I couldn't put it down. So she enlists his help and pretty much blackmails him in a sense. You find out a little bit more why, and she ends up helping him run his social media account so that he can sort of secure some sponsors. So we learn a lot about Wyatt, and he's got so much more depth than you could have anticipated. And Hannah is just such a beautiful, beautiful character, and she's so, so relatable. I am loving this book. I'm really scared now that this is going to be the end of the video. I'm really scared because, you guys, if you can sit and read a book and you do not care what time it is, you binge it, you cannot put it down, you are so in love with the characters and you want the best for them, I cannot see that being a 4-star. I cannot see it. But I still have 50% to go, so I am going to read more today. Today is my day off from work, so I have a rostered day off every week, and that is today, which happens to be great timing, seeing as though I'm so obsessed with this book. So I'm going to try and finish it today. I mean, I've read so much so far in such a small amount of time, so I'm not thinking that it's going to be too much of a trouble to finish it. I am going to do a lot of editing and filming today, so I may not get as much time to read it during the day. but we'll see how we go. I will let you guys know and I'll keep you guys updated, and we can do a little bit of reading together later. I'm going to sit and have my coffee and I'm going to read a little bit now. Also, how cute is my cup? Save a horse, ride a cowboy. If you know, you know. I'm going to sit and read a little bit now while I have my coffee, and then I'm going to get into my day, and then I will update you guys on how I go. Alrighty? Yeah, let's do this. Alrighty guys, I am 70% through this book now. I'm jumping on TikTok live sprints, and I'm going to do some reading sprints with some of you guys, and you guys are probably seeing this a lot later and you already see that I'm reading this, so you will know what TikTok live I'm talking about. And if you don't know, then you can always go and follow me on TikTok, and I do reading sprints, so we pretty much all just read together like a big FaceTime call. So I'm going to definitely finish this book on sprints tonight. I'm absolutely loving it. I don't know if it's going to be a 5-star. I'm loving it so much, and I feel like it could be the potential for a 5-star, but I really don't know what's going to happen in this last 30%. So wish me luck. I will talk to you guys once I'm done my reading sprint, and if this is not a 5-star, then I will pick another book, but if it is, then I will tell you. I'll come back and I'll obviously shout it from the rooftops with you guys, but I will talk to you guys later. Alrighty guys, I just finished this on live reading with you guys, and I really loved it. I really did. I ended up rating this 4 stars. I know I was anticipating it was going to be a 5-star read, and I really thought that this video was going to be over, and I know you guys were stressed, but I ended up giving it 4 stars. I do feel like at the end there was like a lot of spice just like thrown in there, but I still really loved the spice, and Stephanie Archer really knows what she's doing, but I just feel like it wasn't a 5-star by the end. And I don't know if maybe if I just binged read it all in one sitting, it would have been a 5-star read. I honestly don't know, but I still really loved it, and I finished this in 24 hours. Like, it is so good, and I do recommend it. I finished this on the 8th of July, and I actually realized that the trad copy of this comes out tomorrow. So when you guys are seeing this video, this book will be out, and you should so go and read it. I really loved it. It's the perfect small town book, such cozy, cute vibes, and I think you will really love it. So I decided to let you guys pick my next book. So while I was on sprints, I had the question between Yours Truly and Savor It. So these were the 2 next up, and I really do think that both of them are going to be 5-star reads. So I'm kind of just now ready for a 5-star read. I'm ready for a good book, and you guys picked Yours Truly. So Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez is the next book I'm reading. I love every single book I've read by her so far, and I've given them all 5 stars so far. So I'm really hoping that this is going to be a 5-star read as well. My best friend just read it, and she said it was the easiest 5-star read ever. So I'm really excited. I cannot wait to read it, and I cannot wait to read it with you guys. I have read 3 chapters, which is about 20 pages, I believe. So I'm really excited. I'm going to get this on my Kindle, and I'm going to take it to bed with me. I'm going to have a shower, and I'm going to try and get stuck into it, and hopefully get maybe 100 pages done so that I can get in, like start getting into it. I don't really know anything about it so far. All I know is that we have doctors. It's 2 doctors, I believe, that are working in ED. That's all I know so far. So I'm going to have a shower, jump into bed, read some more, and then I will update you guys tomorrow when I wake up. I have read 3 books in 3 days, which is so insane for me, and I really didn't think I was going to read any of these books so quickly. And I do find that when I have days off work, I am reading more and more, but I'm back to work tomorrow, so I'm thinking that maybe this vlog is going to drag out a little bit longer, but I am excited to bring you guys along, and hopefully this is our 5-star read. I'm really hoping. So I will let you guys know how I go, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Okay, love you, bye. Good morning. It is the 9th of July. It is 10:30 in the morning. I have work at 12:30. I woke up this morning and I just really was not in the mood. So I ended up just watching some YouTube videos in bed this morning and I did not want to get up. I did not. So I'm being honest with you guys. Today is not the day. The weather outside is absolutely terrible. I read some of yours truly last night and I ended up reading it on my Kindle and I got it to 23%. So I obviously fell asleep mid-chapter, but that's very like me. I do that very often. I am really enjoying it so far. Like the 23% that I read did not feel like 23%. Peep Kobe in the background. And it's really cute so far. So what I'm getting so far is that we have two doctors. It's kind of giving me Grey's Anatomy vibes, like if I'm being completely honest. So you have two doctors. One of them is Brianna and the other one is Jacob. So Brianna is going through a lot with her brother. Her brother is at end stage kidney failure, renal failure. And he has pretty much just moved to this emergency department because of his ex-girlfriend. His ex-girlfriend is now getting married to his brother. I feel like this reading vlog has been a lot of like a relationship breakdown, but then getting with someone that you know. I feel like that's pretty much the theme of this vlog and I did not plan that at all. I'm telling you. So these two pretty much are now working at the ED together and Brianna is trying to become the chief of emergency and Jacob comes in and he's very overqualified and essentially she thinks that she is now running for this job with him, like he's her competition. So they get off on a really bad start and we get to the point where they pretty much just like really don't like each other. They really don't know each other and I think they've just taken each other like they've just had a wrong first impression essentially. And we sort of get to know both of the characters a little bit in the first 20% and we understand like what is going on in both of their lives and both of their struggles. And I am really enjoying that so far within their dynamic. And you're getting to the point now where they've apologized to each other. They've sort of put it all out in the open and now they're writing each other letters. So they're kind of pen pals. And I'm really enjoying that aspect. So they're pretty much just writing each other friendly letters. So I think that we're going from like an enemies to friends to lovers, if that's the vibe that I'm getting. We've got two doctors, so there's a lot of like medical background to it. I really am enjoying the depth of these characters. Abby Jimenez loves to write some like really just distraught emotional characters. Jacob struggles a lot with anxiety, social anxiety, and it seems like he's very much of an introvert. And I am really enjoying the dynamic between them both. I like that Abby gives them trauma. I like that she has like a trauma bonding aspect in most of her books because she writes them really well. And I feel like a lot of people going into these books think that they're just cute, fluffy romances, but there's always something going on within the characters. So I really do enjoy that. And I am enjoying the book so far. I don't know how much I'm going to get read today because I'm working. I am working till 9 p.m. and then I start tomorrow at 7. So I don't think there's going to be much time tonight to read. I will let you guys know how I go and I'll keep you guys updated. I'm probably going to try and sit down a little bit and read until I have to leave for work, which is in probably about an hour. So we'll see how we go. Alrighty guys, bye. I have just finished work. I've just finished work. I've got home and I've read absolutely nothing. I think I read like a couple pages before I had to go to work, probably like a couple percent, but nothing that's really like noteworthy to update you on. I am really enjoying it so far. But obviously I have no time to read. I have to wake up at 5 a.m. tomorrow, so I really need to go to bed. It is 9:30. It is bedtime. I'm gonna go have a shower, jump into bed. I'm gonna try and read a little bit because I always read before bed. But I will update you guys when I finish work tomorrow. And I'm really hoping that I can sit down and just like really smash out a chunk of this book. I'm really enjoying it and I just wish I had the time to read, but I don't. But I'm keeping this vlog real with you guys. I'm updating you when I can read, and some days it's hard when I'm at work, but you guys probably all know that. But I will keep you guys updated as I go, obviously, and I will talk to you after work tomorrow. Alrighty, bye guys. Alrighty guys, it is Wednesday afternoon, it's nighttime. I have been sitting on the couch reading for a little bit and I'm about to jump into bed and I'm going to continue reading in bed, but I really haven't been able to like fully update you guys today because I have had no time to read. So I'm at 50% in Yours Truly and I am absolutely loving it. We now have a fake dating aspect which has been thrown into it as well, which is actually really, really good. I'm really liking it so far. I think this might be a 5-star read, but I said that about my last book and I called it way too early. So I'm trying not to get my hopes up on this one. But I can see why everyone loves this book. I can see why it's so hyped on Book Talk. I love the depth. It's funny, it's so real, it's raw. You're getting so much from all of your characters and I'm not going to spoil too much for you guys, but I'm having such a good time and I'm really, really enjoying it. So I'm going to actually jump into bed, get comfy, and I'm going to try and smash out a good chunk of this book. I do have to wake up early for work tomorrow. So I'm hoping I can get a little bit more read tonight, but I'll keep you guys updated and I'll probably update you guys in the morning, or I'll show you guys where I get up to tonight. Alrighty, good night guys. Good morning. It is Thursday, the 11th of July. It is Play Along release day. If any of you don't know, Liz Tomford is like my holy grail. Like, she continues to write amazing, amazing books and just one-ups them every single time. So I know I'm reading Yours Truly and I got to 80% tonight. I really wanted to try and finish it so that I could just jump straight into Play Along, but I don't know what to do. So I'm going to continue Yours Truly. I'm going to continue it and I'm probably going to start Play Along tonight. Now, Yours Truly for me is probably sitting at like a 4-star read at the moment. Like, it's probably sitting, it's a really good book, but it's probably only 4 stars at the moment. So I'm going to finish it. I will finish it, but I'm gonna probably do Play Along at the same time because I know that that's gonna be a 5-star. And if it's not a 5-star, I'm actually gonna be so disappointed. But I'm gonna do the 2 of them and then I will let you guys know. I'm off to work now. I start work at 6:30 and I finish at 3. So I'm going to go to work now. When I come home, I'm going to get into my reading zone and I'm just going to read all afternoon. I'm so excited. Either I finish Yours Truly or I start Play Along. I don't know, but I'm so excited. So I will let you guys know how I go. Alrighty, bye. I just finished Yours Truly, like literally just finished it. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really, really good read, except it wasn't a 5-star. It wasn't a 5-star and I was really, really hoping that it was going to be. And I'm a little bit disappointed that it wasn't, but there were too many things that I was just like, oh, it could have been like, it could have been done a little bit better. If you know what I mean. If you know, you know, if you've read this. I don't want to spoil this for any of you, so I'm going to keep it really short and sweet with my review for this one. I really love the characters. I felt so super connected to them both and I feel like they were written so well. I do feel like I didn't love the plot twist as much as probably someone else could have. And I don't know if that was just a me thing, but I did feel like we saw them apart more than we did together and I didn't really get this, like, them together as much as I would have hoped for. So I did end up giving this 4 stars and I did enjoy it. I really, really loved it. It just wasn't a 5-star for me, which is kind of disappointing because we are still going. We're still chasing that 5-star and I am really, really in need of one now. I feel like I am just so holding out for a 5-star read and now I just really, really want one. So in saying that, I am starting Play Along by Liz Tomford. Now, this is on my Kindle. The physical copy hasn't come out. The Kindle copy came out today, so I have literally just started. I've read 1 page, and you guys know that I love Liz Tomford. I think that her books are amazing. Every single one just gets better than the other. So I really have high hopes for this, and I'm really, really scared because I'm hoping that my hopes live up to the expectation of it. I'm really hoping that my expectations live up to what this book is, and I'm really hoping that it is super cute and I love it, and I love the book boyfriend and everything like that. She writes really good fictional men. If you haven't read the Windy City series, please go and read it, because it is one of the best sports romance series that I have read, and I will continue to recommend it to anyone who is looking for a new sports romance series. So I'm going to start this one in bed. I have to start work really early tomorrow, so I'm not going to be reading too much tonight, but I'm going to keep you guys updated. I'm really hoping tomorrow night I can just get a big chunk of reading done, because I don't have to wake up early for work or anything like that. But it is Thursday night. It is Thursday the 11th of January. We've been doing this for almost a week now. This is book number 5. Is it book number 5? Yeah, this will be book number 5, and I'm really hoping that 5 means 5-star read. I'm really hoping. But I will keep you guys updated, of course, and I love you guys so much. So I'm going to go to bed now, and I'll keep you guys updated. Good night. Hello guys. It is Friday. It is Friday the 12th of July, and I've been at work all morning, and I've sat down to do some reading, and I wanted to give you guys a little bit of like a reading update for today. So I started a new book today, and this is by an author who actually reached out to me and asked if I wanted to read her book, and I said yes, of course, when I saw what it was about. So it is a cowboy romance. I have read 20% of it. It's only a 200-page book, and I'm actually enjoying it so far. It's very insta-love, which I am enjoying. It's grumpy, sunshine. I don't really know anything else other than that, because I'm still in like the early parts of the book. But it is called, you probably can't read it, but it is called The Billionaire Cowboy's Temptation by Aria Sage. And the man on the cover, say less. So I picked this one up, and I actually was really excited to read it, and I was in a bit of like a mood for a bit of a cowboy romance, and I picked this one up, and I'm 20% through, and I'm really liking it. It is good so far. I'll keep you guys updated, of course, on what I think, but I am really interested to see where we go. It is so grumpy. Like, he is so grumpy. He is like kind of giving red flags at the moment, but I'm kind of loving it, if you know what I mean. And I am also reading Play Along by Liz Tomford. So I'm 19% into that as well. It came out yesterday, and I told you guys I was going to start it yesterday, and I have. So I'm 20% into that one, and I am loving it. I am loving the dynamic. You guys you just have to read it. You just have to read the series if you haven't already. So far, Play Along is it's like you have this one night in Vegas, and so playing along so far, we have Isaiah, and we have, what is her name? Kennedy. We have Kennedy and Isaiah, and Isaiah is a baseball player, and Kennedy is a sports doctor, like a sports physician, and she's trying to get a job with a sports team, and pretty much cannot get the job that she wants because she's a female, and she's sort of like struggling to get into the industry, and she ends up getting a job as a, I don't know what they call it, a sport, like a, I don't know what the word is they use, but I'll tell you when I get back. Pretty much just like a physio, essentially. Like, she gets a job as a physio at his sports team, and he is instantly obsessed with her. He's obsessed with her, but she will never ever date anyone on the team, because that makes her look even worse. And one of her warnings when she signed up was, don't let anything happen between you and one of the team members, because that's pretty much all they looked at her as a girl, as someone who will just get caught up and fall in love and ruin everything. So she stays very far away from him, and they pretty much just have this whole like banter relationship, which is actually so good. And then we have this one night in Vegas. We have this one night in Vegas where they both get drunk and they end up married. So they end up married in Vegas, and I love this. This trope is like something that I don't read about very often. Like, I try and steer clear of this trope. I don't know why. Like, there's absolutely no reason, but I am loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving the banter. I'm loving them two together, them realizing that they're married, and now they're sort of in this like marriage of convenience situation, which I am obsessed with. I am obsessed with it. I'm loving it, and I love Liz Tomford. So I'm going to pick one of these books and I'm going to continue it. I'm going to do some reading sprints on TikTok again because I really feel like I just need to sit down and get a big chunk of reading done. I feel like this week has been really, really crappy for me reading wise. I haven't had any time to read. I've been so tired. I've been going to bed so early. So I'm really hoping that tonight I can just get a big chunk of reading done and hopefully get closer to that 5-star read. So I'll keep you guys updated and I will talk to you guys later. Bye. I am off to bed, but I got to 44% in play along and oh my God. Isaiah Rhodes is just, he's number one. I have one quote for you guys. I have one quote that will convince you guys to read this. I have just one quote, and it is, "Watch your fucking words when you're speaking to my wife." I squealed. I literally squealed when I read that. I am obsessed. I'm obsessed with this book. This is already gonna be a 5-star read. I can feel it, and I'm at 44%. I am having the best time. I love him. He's just perfect. The my wife energy from him is insane. It is like radiating off him. And now we're getting sort of like, I don't want to spoil it, but we're getting sort of like a coaching trope as well. So we're getting a bit of coaching and we're really just like learning the depth of these characters, and I am having the best fucking time ever. I'm giggling, I'm kicking my feet, I'm like gasping, I'm like fanning myself because it's just so steamy. Liz Tomford knows what she's doing. She knows how to do this to me. And when I said that no book could be better than Caught Up in this series, I can't. There's no words. There are literally no words to describe this. I'm having the best fucking time. I need you guys to read this series. If you haven't read it, please, please, please do. I'm so happy that I picked this up because I think this is going to be like the perfect 5-star book that I was waiting for. Like, I have just been like waiting for this book to come, and it's just in my hands, and it is one of my most anticipated reads for this year. So it is honestly giving. It is giving, and my expectations were set so high. And she's meeting every single one of them so far. So I'm so excited. I'm going to have a shower and jump into bed. I had such a fun night on sprints tonight. But I'm going to jump into bed and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I might finish this tomorrow. We'll see how much I read when I get into bed tonight. But I'm having the best time and I'm obsessed. And that is all I really need to say. I'm just in awe of this book. So I will keep you guys updated, of course. And I'm going to jump into bed. Good night, guys. Bye. Hi, guys. It is Saturday I want to say the 13th. Saturday the 13th of July. I have been so busy all morning just doing life maintenance essentially, and I'm just sitting down to do some reading. I am still reading Play Along by Liz Tomford. When I went to bed last night, I didn't read anything. As soon as I hit the pillow, I went straight to sleep. So I'm really ready to just like smash so much out. I've got my comfy little reading spot here. I'm gonna sit on the couch for a little bit and I'm gonna listen to some music, and I'm really excited to just veg out a little bit and sit on the couch. So I'll let you guys know how I go. And you guys, you know I'm loving it so far. So I'll keep you guys updated. Guys, I am obsessed with this book. Please don't mind me, I'm marinating in tan currently, but I had to talk to you guys. I had to update you. I'm at 75% in this book. I actually can't. Liz Tomford continues to astound me every time. Like, I am astounded. I'm obsessed. This writing, this characters, this is going to be the easiest 5-star read I think I ever read. Like, I think this is the easiest 5-star book. I am obsessed. I'm loving it. I had my jaw literally on the floor for like 10 straight minutes and my jaw started hurting. I'm squealing, I'm giggling, I'm obsessed. Oh, I need you guys to read this. I need you to read this series. I I have no words. Like, I actually can't, like, my brain is not functioning and I cannot explain this to you. I cannot. Oh my God, this might just be the end of the video. When I finish this book, it might just be the end of this vlog. Like, I can't. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading. In the most serious way, I need you guys to tell me how I will ever get over this book. How will I ever get over this? I just finished Play Along by Liz Tomford, and I found my 5-star read. I have officially found my 5-star read that we have been chasing for a whole week. We've been chasing this 5 books later, and we got there. Claps, everyone, claps. Yeah. I cannot verbalize how I feel about this book. I cannot verbalize it right now. It is still way too raw. I don't think I will ever get over it. I actually don't think I will ever be the same. And I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I fucking loved this book. I loved it. That is all I need to say. The found family aspect in all of these books is unreal. I feel so connected to every single one of these characters, and I cannot wait for Rio's book. I know that we are getting Rio's book next, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me and pretty much going on this journey with me to find my 5-star read. I love you guys so, so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on this video. I want you guys to comment what your latest 5-star read is, because I need to know. I need the recs, because now that I've had this 5-star feeling, I actually don't think that I can go back to any other book. I think I may be in a slump now. So I need all your recommendations. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me through all of this. If you like this video, please let me know. If you want more of this, let me know as well, because I had so much fun filming it with you guys. But I love you guys so much, and I hope that you have the best week ahead, and I'm hoping this video will be up soon. Alrighty, love you guys.